Go.
Good day, y'all. I'm going to service 2014 to 2016 model year RockShox Pike. This one is the RCT3 dual position air model, but you know, they're all pretty similar. So I just took off the valve cap here. The adjuster is missing for the compression adjuster is missing here. So 6mm wrench or socket. Not bad. Boom. Okay. Air. So this is a safety announcement. The air has been removed, except it has not. Need to cycle it because equalization is a little weird on these forks. So that's it. Air is actually now removed. So adjuster removal, 2.5 mm Allen key. Just rip her off. Boom. Okay, 5 mm Allen key.
Nice.
Five mm Allen key over here. Just kind of crack her open. Boom. Pretty solid. Grab a hammer, mallet, whatever. Punch these out. Boom. Okay. Dry. Zero oil. That's waste. It's all it all leaked out onto the trail. Okay. Downhill tire lever. Just pop these out. Okay. Boom. Okay. We'll see if we break 20 minutes on this fork service.
Fingers crossed.
Pretty clean, actually. Pretty clean in there. Ooh, a metal shard. Ooh.
From the footnote?
Yeah, from the shaft. Ooh. That is from the damper shaft. Okay, not bad. Good case study. Okay. You know, if your fork is super gross and dirty, you'll need more cleaning than this. Okay, that's it. This one is a 5/16 inch diameter dowel. It's the largest one that will fit. Ooh. Okay, bottom out bumpers look good. Everything looks good. Now we take an MTB Hydraulics, mtb-hydraulics.com.
Whoa.
35 mm RockShox dust wiper kit.
Is there a discount code?
No discount code this time around. No Black Friday. MTB Hydraulics doesn't celebrate Black Friday. So this thing comes with the wipers, foam rings, crush washers, which they're never needed. So I'm just gonna throw those away. Not away, but set them aside. I'm actually using a 34mm Fox seal driver. It's just way better than the crappy RockShox one. Even though it's not quite the right size, it's close enough that it works pretty much the same. Okay, looks good. And then we take some Maxima Plush Light oil. I usually just end up using the cap, pour it out, and soak the foam rings. Okay. Okay, nice and saturated. Tuck them in. On to the next one. Nice and satch.
Is that a word?
Well, you bet. Short for saturated. Okay, wipe her off. Wipe off the spillage, the oil spill, oil disaster. Okay, this one is the new sag indicator. We have some scratching here, but it's been sanded. So pull this apart more. The next step, 30mm socket in the house. Pretty clean. Generally, these forks are reliable. This is the second generation seal head. The previous one is it's a little thinner, and it only has one set of wrench flats. I would replace, if you see that on your fork, I would replace that because they tend to fail at this point. They're 10 years old, you know. The seal is not as nice as this one to begin with, and they're old. Always use a wooden dowel, not steel or whatever, when you're cleaning out the fork so you don't scratch anything. Boom. Cool.
Ooh.
You know, if it's too tight, just use your Nipex plier wrench. This is, ooh, pretty, quite dirty. 3-weight RockShox oil. Ooh. Jeez,
What?
pretty dirty in there.
What was overheated?
Well, we don't have replacements, so
I'll have to do.
I think we'll just run with it. I don't think they sell parts for this anymore. Not, or maybe some old stock. Well, yeah, they never did, but they might have some old stock for more than the entire fork is worth on the used market. Okay. 3-weight maximum. Ooh, okay. Top cap is loose on this. Okay. Whole damper is about to fall apart. Gotta be gentle on these aluminum threads. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. So now we come up top. Circlip. Come with these Nipex snapping pliers. Circlip it out. The OG bleed fitting for the charger. We can also use improvise something in a pinch. You can improvise something, just shove in a syringe or something with just a tube and just compress it really hard so it seals up. Okay, so it's hard to compress because the lockout was on, I think. Yep, lockout was turned on. Okay, that's it. Okay, sharp side of the circlip up. Boom. Now this is the another safety announcement. Make sure the circlip spins freely. That means it's seated, or it's most likely seated. Yeah. No sound or anything. No air sound or whatever. It's good. So just double check this thing. Make sure it's all tight. Because that was a little alarming. It's not often that it happens.
Not on RockShox.
Yeah. It's tight now. It's now tight. Okay. The circlip pliers I recommend for this job are the Knipex 4811J1 and 4811J2. Okay. Oh. Okay. So next I need to come in here with a 10 millimeter because this is dual position. So it has a different top cap than the regular stuff. Regular solo air would be a 24 millimeter socket instead of this 10 millimeter, although it's another socket under here, which I think is 24. Boom. She's a 24. Okay. It's good. This is a big safety hazard, especially on these DPAs. You gotta make sure that the air is out of there. The air. The. So I'm going to do one extra step, which is optional. I'm going to replace the seals on this. It's totally optional. Like, you know, they don't wear out very often. When they do, you have a problem. And it always happens at the worst times. So it's an insurance policy to replace these seals. Okay, so now we're going to use the larger circlip plier. Putzing around.
That one's always sketchy.
Yes. Okay. I was getting worried that it might be pressurized, but she moves freely. So the way to get this out, put this foot bolt back in. Boom. Okay. You have these to support the seal head inside on this shoulder inside the stanchions. Don't lose those. Nice and clean. Okay. What the heck? I think it's just a piece of just some grease. Yeah, it's good. Nice and clean. With just some grease creating some shadow and whatever. So this is the optional step. I would just go ahead and reassemble it if you don't have the seals. But if you do have the seals, because you happen to use a seal kit or an MTB hydraulics fork service tackle box, then you know, might as well. So we go in here, DPA, that one. Yes. What else? Yes, but where's the third one?
Top coat?
No.
Inner?
Yes. Oh, inner DPA. Okay, I'm blind. Okay, good. There we go. That's it.
Easy to use.
This is not. Oh my gosh. This box is confusing. No, because someone mixed stuff up. This is a mix of two sizes. Some shock tech over here. I don't know. What's a
Noob.
some noob shock tech that happens to use this also. Okay, so just pop her out. Pop this one out. Pop that out. Boom. Boom. Piston quad ring. I always like to wipe off seal grooves. Make sure the quad ring is not twisted when you get it on. If it is twisted, you can go under, wiggle your pick under the quad ring. Make sure not to poke it. Yeah, behind it and go all the way around. Okay, so that's good. Now, this seal head has an inner seal here. Replacing that. Tell you what, we'll replace even more, just because we can. Namely, I don't think we have this. Maybe we do. So I'm gonna go and
Bottom left.
bottom left. So much. Instead of doing a 20-minute service, I'm gonna do a 20-minute seal replacement. So we have some interesting seals here. Okay. So this one is the MTB Hydraulics Fork Service Tackle Box number 2 in the house. This thing is pooped out. Okay.
Far left. Next to the punches.
Okay, so is this the one? Look at me go. Except let's just double check. I don't think this is the one. That's for the top cap. Replace the top cap. Where's the top cap? Okay, this is turning into a putz around. Okay, that's good. But that is not the same size. So, where is it? Don't think it is. Yeah, okay, good. Yes. This is not the same size as the top cap, so we'll not do that. Okay, so now back here, that side is the circlip side, obviously, because the ears of the circlip go around this little knob. Put away this tackle box. Okay. So I like to put it in. Oh, look at that. Some problems from the previous service. Interesting.
Professionals only.
Busted. I'm gonna use some 400 grit sandpaper or finer.
Last run.
And the reason for that is because I'm worried about these little nicks. $400 is a little too rough, actually. But worn out 400 is good. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't leaking air, so it's probably fine. So there you have it. Sometimes this is hard to push in.
Stack of volume spacers.
Of what?
On top of the red toolbox, a stack of volume spacers.
Yeah. This guru over here already has the tool, but this is a 12mm shaft.
It's not for that one.
Yeah. So this one is a 12mm shaft. I usually go with a socket, 1/2-inch drive, and just push down on it. Usually a 24mm. Oh, it's still good because it's 1/2-inch drive. And it's, no. Oh, it's 14mm. Is it? I forget.
I don't know.
I think it's 14mm. So it's a little painful. Okay. So I just once you get it past that initial part, so now it's, you know, it's just springy from that wave washer. Sharp side of the circlip facing up, of course. Okay, snapped in place. Not quite. Oh yeah. Now it's in place. Yeah, and it has that nice float. Boom. And lastly, aim and go in here. Push it down. Boom. Boom. Okay. So this part is a little tricky. Gotta kind of flex everything so the lip of the wiper doesn't catch. There you go. It has a ton of friction, it's likely because you pinch the foam ring. Okay, on to the last part, which is lower leg lubricant. Come in here. I like to put 20 ml on the damper side and strictly 10 on the air side. Damper side, there's lots of room between the stanchions and the damper, so extra lubricant is good, but it can hydrolock on the air side because the stanchions are completely plugged. What the stanchion do on that side. And actually make sure you assemble the fork when it's fully extended. Good practice. So the pressure in the lower leg is not sucking down the fork. So if you assemble it compressed, you know, that's what happens. So I'm just putting non-zero pressure in here to make sure it's extended. Okay, good enough. That's all I needed. Oh boy, we have a problem. No, we don't. If the shaft spins infinitely, then you have a problem, and the way to fix it is you take everything back out, take out the damper, back out, and clamp it in shaft clamps and file the base of the shaft very flat, or very square and flat, because it's usually worn, turns into a cone, and it doesn't actually seat in the lowers, and blah blah blah. So there you have it. The only problem is that I effed this up. Didn't put my air spring lubricant in. Awkward. Out she comes, back again. Just, you know, 2 or 3 milliliters, just like that. Just a tiny amount, something like that. Half of this is a bubble. So looked like I put in a lot, but it was mostly air that I sucked up. So that's it. Okay, so now adjusting these adjusters. Okay, so I max it out, and then I'm going to orient the adjuster. Clean that off. Clean this off. You know what I said about that 20-minute torque service? It was a joke. No chance.
Twice that.
I don't work fast enough for that. I'm a quality worker, not a quantity.
Craftsman.
I'm a craftsman collision. But you know, MTV Hydraulics, there's some good offering on the website, MTV-Hydraulics. So go check it out. Lots of good seal kits and things like that.
Tools.
Some tools, not a lot of tools, but some. Okay, so let's check that this works. Yeah. I think. Okay. We'll get into it to be able to see for sure.
90.
I know. While you're at it, just like, share, subscribe, and all the good things.
Two good things.
Okay, check. Oh yeah, there you go. Dual air functionality. Okay. Works. Okay. So I'm just gonna come in here, install this, clean that up. Okay, boom. You know, cleaning, locking this is important. What I like to do is come in here with on those wrench flats. Oh, where am I? Okay, so that's maxed out. That's the lockout. Oh, stuck. So that's locked out, quote unquote locked out. Quote unquote locked out. And then install this in that locked out position. Or maybe he's a one. No, like that, yeah. Yeah. So that's locked out. And wait a second. Hitting. gonna do this again. Brain fart.
You put it to locked out and then put the knob.
Yes, but it's hitting the crown.
Oh, move it back. Like 1d10.
Okay.
It's a 15 mil cone wrench if you want.
Oh, yeah. Cameraman knows more about this than I apparently. Okay, so that's that. Locked out.
Put a 1d10 before the crown.
There?
Yeah.
Okay, but that wasn't tight enough, I don't think. But here's the catch. No.
That's still good.
Okay, that's good enough.
It's missing a knob anyway.
It's what? Yeah, it's missing that.
Is that fully undone?
Which part? This?
Low speed, yeah.
Didn't check.
Mm.
Okay, so rebound adjuster goes right back. You know, a little bit of a putz around here, but got her done. That's how we usually roll.
Fully in that service.
That's right. Yeah. It's about twice the time it should have taken, but you know, I'm out of practice these days. Bankruptcy. That's what bankruptcy does to you.
These are MTB hydraulics.
Make MTB hydraulics great again.